Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can change your browser IP address. Now, as you probably know, every time you're online, you connect to the internet, you're assigned an IP address. And that goes to basically everything you do online. Your emails, every email you send, every messages you send, they all originate from this IP address. It's basically part of a protocol that makes the internet work called TCP/IP. But this IP address has some characteristics, if you like. For a start, it's also used by most sites to control what you do and what you can see online. Okay, so let's just give you a little example. Here I am in Firefox, but it could just as well be any browser. And I'm going to click on my location. And what it's going to do is, like many websites now, it's going to look up my location. This is just for illustration. It shows, his IP address is in London, so you're based in London. Let me give you another example. And if you go to the French media TV site called 6play, here, this site, it may not look it, but it's also looked at your IP address, so it's looked up your location from your IP address. So if I try and watch a video, so I'm trying to learn French, you will see, depending on how good your French is, but basically that says you can't watch this video, it's not accessible in your country. So it said, hey, you're in the UK, this is a French-only site, and only French domestic residents can watch it, basically. So what can we do about it? Can we change this browser IP address? Well, we can, yes. I mean, we can change our IP address in a manner of speaking. Our actual IP address is allocated to us when we connect to the internet. So if you're sitting in your office, your IP address is assigned by your company, the way they pay for internet access. If you're at home, it'll be your internet provider. If you're in a coffee shop, it'll be how the coffee shop's internet provider, and so on. You can't change that, but you can hide your location by using something called a VPN. So I'm going to show you quickly the VPN I use. Now, the main VPN program is here. This is called NordVPN. It sits in my taskbar, but I'm not going to show you that because that actually relays everything on your computer or device. What I'm going to show you is the little tool you get with NordVPN, which incidentally, there's a description in the description below. There's a link for the best discounts on NordVPN. Let me just close this. We can see it has an extension that sits in your browser. So I've installed the extension for Firefox, but there's one for Chrome. Don't know if there's one for the other browsers, but there's definitely one for Chrome and Firefox. And you can see here it's got my IP address, United Kingdom, London, and that's where it's picking it out from. So let's go and change my IP address to a French one. I'm going to click on France. And it's assigned me a IP address in Paris. Now, what's happened here is the VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. And I have connected my computer to that virtual private network. It's like an encrypted tunnel. And the VPN server acts as a kind of middleman, kind of like a postbox. And it keeps all your data secure. It encrypts all your data, and it also forwards and receives data on your behalf. And the advantage of this is any website you visit doesn't see your real location. It will only see the IP address and the information of the VPN server. So if I refresh this page now, Firefox and any website I see thinks I'm in the middle of Paris. I wish I was, but I'm not. But this has just looked up the IP address of the VPN server that I happen to be connected to. So I basically changed my browser IP address here. So if we just want to show you a practical benefit, I mean, this is an illustration, but all websites will now think I'm in Paris. So let me just show you this French-only website. This, if you're learning French, or indeed if you are French, this is a really good website. It's called 6play. It's completely free. When you subscribe, you need an email address. You'll also need a French postal code, but just pinch anyone. Pinch the one from. Is the one here? Yeah, 75007 is a French postal code. You could use that or any other. Just Google French postal codes. There's hundreds of them. And here we are. Okay, so I'm logged into my free 6replay account, but now I have got a French IP address. So if I watch the video, and if you can remember, I had this little French error message before. This time, because I'm being relayed through a French VPN server, it should work, he says, setting himself up for a fail. And there we go. And you can see now it's streaming Murder Club. I think you can put subtitles and other stuff if you are learning French. In fact, you can. Apologise for that little gap there. And that's really all there is to it. So your extension sits in your browser. So there's one for Firefox and there's one for Chrome. The full VPN program with NordVPN sits in your taskbar. It's available for... this is the basic subscription. All I've got is the basic subscription. You get servers all over the world. This VPN service here, the one that sits in the taskbar, is the main program. This will change your IP address for every communication, for like email, everything to do on that device, whether you're on a phone or a PC, a laptop, a tablet, etc. The extension, however, just works for the browser, so it will just change. And it's handy sometimes. You might want a French IP address on one browser and you can have your normal IP address on Chrome, for instance. That's something I do quite easily. But the extension is really a sort of cut down version of the main program that just works in the browser. But you can see even the basic cheap subscription, which is what I've got, something like a couple of euros a month, has hundreds of servers, all over the world. So you can click on whichever one you need. So if you want to change it to the UK to watch a BBC iPlayer, to the US to watch NBC or ABC, or Australia, and so on. It's hugely useful if you spend any sort of time online, and it's well worth trying out. As I said, there's a link to the latest discounts in the description, and that's basically it. So I'll finish there. Hope somebody has got something from this video, and please have a nice rest of your day. Bye for now.